Most people think risk is something to avoid. They hear the word and immediately think of loss, danger, or failure. So they play it safe. They cling to what feels secure. And slowly, without realizing it, they lock themselves into a life of limitation. The wealthy see risk differently. To them, risk is not something to fear, it's something to measure. Poor and middle-class thinking asks, what if I lose? Wealthy thinking asks, what is the downside, and can I survive it? That single difference changes everything. Most people avoid risk because they imagine total collapse. They believe one mistake will ruin them forever. So they stay where they are, the same job, the same income, the same habits. But the truth is this: staying still is also a risk, one most people never calculate. Inflation is a risk, stagnant income is a risk, depending on a single paycheck is a risk. The wealthy understand this. They don't chase reckless danger. They avoid unnecessary risk, but they are willing to take calculated risk. They don't bet the house. They test. They start small. They control their downside. While most people ask, how much can I make? The wealthy ask, how much can I lose and still be okay? This is why wealthy people diversify. They spread risk across assets, skills, and income streams, not because they love danger, but because they understand math. Risk is not the enemy. Uncertainty without preparation is. Most people wait for guarantees before they act, but guarantees don't exist in wealth building. If they did, everyone would be rich. The wealthy move forward before certainty, but after understanding. They invest time before money. They study before they commit. They learn the rules before they play the game. This is why education is so powerful. Knowledge reduces risk. Ignorance multiplies it. Two people can take the same opportunity. One sees danger. The other sees structure, timing, and probability. Same risk, different outcome. Most people are taught to avoid mistakes. The wealthy are taught to manage them. Failure is not a verdict, it's feedback. When something doesn't work, the wealthy don't quit. They adjust, they refine, they improve the system. This is why most people stay poor. They are not afraid of risk. They are afraid of discomfort. Discomfort of learning, discomfort of uncertainty, discomfort of being a beginner. So they choose comfort, and comfort has a cost. Wealth requires temporary instability in exchange for long-term freedom. The wealthy understand delayed gratification. They accept small, controlled losses to avoid large, permanent ones. They think in decades, not months. They measure outcomes over time, not emotions in the moment. And perhaps the most important difference of all: the wealthy separate identity from outcomes. A loss doesn't mean I am a failure. It means this approach needs improvement. Most people take failure personally. The wealthy take it professionally. They play the long game. They stay in motion. They keep learning because they know this truth. You don't stay poor because you took a risk. You stay poor because you never learned how to manage one. If you want to build wealth, stop asking how to avoid risk. Start asking how to understand, control, and leverage it. That shift in thinking is what separates those who struggle from those who build lasting financial freedom.